Hello and welcome to the Hypnosis Academy. When you're working with your clients and you're kind of finding out where they are in life, a very good measure of where they are is to find out what makes them happy. I'll tell you all about it on the other side. When you find out what makes people happy, well, that's where you can start to guide them, because we want more of that, don't we? We want more of the happiness. And what makes them sad? Less of that. So in a nutshell, that's life coaching for you. You know, where you're happy, do more of that. Where you're sad, do less of that. Often the problem is that when you find out what makes them sad, it's about 95% of their life. And what makes them happy is about 5%. That's not an exaggeration. It really isn't. What I found with people is that generally the moments of happiness, of bliss, are so few and far between, and normally have nothing to do with the job, their marriage, or the what they do in their life. Normally the moments of bliss are these like weird little moments where it doesn't happen very often. So what I use is what I call the Pareto rule with that. And as a minimum, this is the 80-20 rule. As a minimum, what should happen in your life is you should be spending 80% of your time doing the things that you really like, your passion. And you should spend 20% of your time doing the mundane, the stuff that, doesn't light you up, but you've got to do so that you can enjoy the 80% of your life, yeah? If you get the 80-20, 80% of the time being happy and in your bliss, boy, life just sails along. Yeah. However, most people have got it the other way around. Yeah. And they spend 80% of their life or more doing things that they don't like. And if they are lucky, 20% of their life doing stuff they like. But normally not. They might think that they like it. They might think, but when you're looking at what they're doing in their life, you find out, well, what makes you happy? Well, I like sitting watching the TV, right? Do not count that as part of their bliss. It's not a bliss, right? What you have to find out is, why are they happy when they watch TV? What is it that they get out of it? And they might say something like this: well, when I watch TV, I can switch off. Switch off from what? Switch off from all of the horrible thoughts and from a job and life and everything like that. Right, so that's not being in your bliss. That is escaping. Remember, in life we've got the carrot or the stick. If you want it in more technical terms, moving toward, carrot, moving away from. So moving towards strategy is, I do this because when I do it, I feel wonderful and I feel creative and I feel happy. Moving toward, right? I'm watching TV. That makes me happy. Why? So I can escape my thoughts. Moving away from. That's not bliss. That's just avoiding bad feelings. Yeah. So it's like getting toward the numb place. So television makes people numb. So when you're looking at what people are doing in their life, what you've got to find out is which bits of their life really light up their life. Okay? But then you've got to find out not just what's lighting up their life, but why. You see, somebody can say, oh, I like painting. You say, oh, that's lovely. Why do you like painting? What does it give you? It's just the peace and the quiet, and I can concentrate and I can create things. So it depends on the person, yeah? All right? So your job as a therapist is to guide that person toward finding more things in their life where they can find that peace and quiet and creativity. Because there's lots of things you can do. So painting might be a very important one, but there are other things that you can do. What about a job in which there's this peace and quiet and creativity? What job would fit in with that? It doesn't mean you have to be a painter. Do you understand? You just have to find the same elements that bring peace, bring joy. Yeah, so Your job as a therapist is to help the person, first of all, to find out what on earth they want in life. What do they want? What makes them happy? Yeah? Because typically when people come to you in therapy, they're not happy. And what they have in their life is not making them happy. In fact, I have never, ever had a client come to me and say, look, everything in my life is beautiful. I just want to be a bit better. Okay? I know they exist. Paul McKenna talked about one. I just want to be even better. Super. Yeah? But they come, they're rare. They are very rare. Most people are coming to you saying, my life is shit. And I don't know why. And I don't know what to do about it. Yeah? So yeah, our job as a therapist, right? Our job as a therapist is this. That's what I see. If I want to give you a metaphor, is get your brush out and help them, give it to them. It's not your brush, it's their brush. And get them to sweep all of the crap from the past. Go back, get them to change all of those silly programs that they made when they were kids. Get them to sweep the past. Sweep the past. Yeah. As we sweep the past, what happens is the person in the present becomes more themselves. Then your job is to get that person to feel better about who they are. How do you do that? Well, you look at what they're doing. You just say, what are you doing? That makes you feel good. What are you doing that makes you feel bad? Stop doing the stuff that makes you feel bad. Do less of it. Start doing more of what makes you feel good. That automatically makes people feel better. Somebody's got depression. Get them to go out and help people. Get them to help people. Just do random acts of kindness. They will feel better already. It just does something to the self-esteem and brings it all up, okay? And then, so you work on where they are, how they feel about themselves, get rid of the hang-ups. And the hang-ups generally come from the past. If you can sweep the past out, normally the person's back to where they were. They're pretty okay, yeah? And then you get them to look at the future. Find out what it is that they like, and then start helping them to find the right future path. When I'm doing these hypnotic things, I get the person to the present, and I say to them, I used to just take them up the future. Yeah? Take them right up the future. But I don't do that anymore. What I do is I get them to look at all of the futures that they've got available to them. And I say to them, some of them are crap. Some of them are horrible futures. Some of them are just mediocre. But there's just a couple that really stand out. You can see the lights on them. It's shiny. It's exciting. Yeah? People have always got choices. There's tons and tons of futures that they can choose. But you've got to help them to choose the right one. You've got to guide them. You've got to help them to remember that they forgot who they are. Okay? You've got to help them to remember who they are. That's all. You don't have to help them to create something that they haven't got. The people were born with everything they need. You just got to help them to find that again. And why? Because they came into the world with it all, and then it was covered up with a big load of crap. They piled crap on it. And your job with them is to sweep all that crap and let them find it, and then see who they are. And then they'll choose the right future. The future, they won't even need to choose it. The future will drag them along. The future, the universe will drag them to the right future. But only if they're resonating in the right way. Only if they've found who they are. So our job as therapists is to help people to be as authentic as they can. And how do you do that? Get rid of all of the shackles. Get rid of all of the crap. Get rid of all of the pretense. All of the facade. All of the horrible programs. And help them see who they are. However they are, whoever they are, beautiful. They don't need to be anything else. You don't need to create new parts. You don't need to create new skills or whatever. Just let them be who they are. And they'll then go off and do everything that they need. Yeah? That's your job. I believe. I might be wrong. But hey, that's what I believe. So go forth. Go forth with your brush, with your broom, and start helping people to sweep out their lives. Help them to find themselves and point them in the right direction. That's all. Like shepherds, I suppose. Yeah? Okay, that's all I have to say for today. I love you all. I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.